Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Conservative episode 100 and... All right, hang on. 101 was Will, 102 was Poyo, 103 was Dave Walsh, 104 was Jefferson. So you're 105.
100 and motherfucking 5.
And you don't look a day over 102. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode Conservative 105, and my name is Peter Feliciano. Find me on Instagram at Peter_Feliciano, on Venmo at Peter-Feliciano. Hi, I need money. Conservative you can support my music and podcast at patreon.com/conservative, and most importantly, go buy or stream my album. My official self-titled album is really, really, really fucking good. And
it's really fucking good.
Thank you, sir. And it's available now. So just search Peter Feliciano. You'll see my weird face with me biting my tongue almost off. And yeah. What do you have to promote, POMI?
Just make sure you go listen to that album, and just fucking pay attention to every guitar chord and lyric. Your pussy will be real, real wet once you listen to that whole thing, and then you can break up with your boyfriend and get pounded in the back of this car.
Right?
Anyways, as far as my projects go,
I just go in a little sideways. It doesn't matter. A little side never hurt nobody. Anyway,
no, it's all good. I got a debut EP out. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, all that shit, SoundCloud, YouTube. I also have a motherfucking music video out. What? A Towner with a music video? That shit's dope. You can find all my shit on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, POMI music.
White trash coast hip hop.
Yep. That's what it is.
Yeah, POMI, thank you so much for doing the show, man. Everyone go look up his music. He's a sweet boy. And he needs some streams, bitch. He needs some streams, bitch.
Dude, my newest song has almost had a K on SoundCloud.
Good for you, man. Goddamn.
Almost. It's like 8, I think. So.
Wow. Yeah, that's why you got haters got like 1,600 views right now, which is fucking crazy. I didn't expect that at all.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, if you like bad rappers, you should go watch That's Why You've Got Haters, which is the video for this first single off of my album.
I thought it was so funny at the end when you had the deodorant and you're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it was fun. Dave Walsh from this show was actually on the video, so you'll get to see him in a security capacity. So, how are you? Do you want to tell the truth about what happened this morning?
Yeah, no.
We might as well break the fourth wall with these
people. We'll just spill the beans just all over the place.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I just woke up super fucking late, blew off my whole shift at work, and then I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna fuck up at life, and I can't do anything fucking right.
Right.
Now I'm here because I was like, I was gonna record at 9, but now it's 10:30. We're doing the podcast. We had to do it. The fans need it.
The fans are begging for it.
Need to see our fucking beautiful faces,
right,
talking shit, even if it's just for half an hour.
Right.
So, the truth of the matter is I'm the motherfucking face of the company, and this from Starbucks.
I'm gonna have to cut out her name,
and
just in case. But I listen. You are a very valuable, sweet little boy. But it's somewhere in between those two things, I think, which is a hard balance. Every day, I'm getting better at it, and so are you. Yeah. But it's hard to find that balance between, being right-sized about our mistakes and also going way too far off into self-pity and morbid reflection. It's hard to do that because when I fuck up, I'm like Gollum, like just don't look at me from Lord of the Rings, you know?
Yeah.
Or I'm like Neo from The Matrix. I'm just the chosen one who's sent here really just to save the people and show everybody. I'm like Gandhi. I'm like Martin Luther King, but with a bigger dick.
Yeah. I got you.
I think I might have called myself Martin Luther King on the last episode you and I were on.
Damn. I just feel like living in my fucking ego just feels a lot better for my emotional well-being than living in self-pity.
For like 20 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, for like 20 seconds. It's okay. We're getting through it. But yeah, it's all good. I'm going to go talk to my boss later and just be like, I fucked up.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want to work 11 days in a row anymore.
Right. But you're 27? How old are you?
What the fuck?
I know. I'm saying you're 18, right? So
19.
Oh, you're 19? Oh
Yeah.
my God. Jesus,
19.
get the fuck out of the car. Well, you should be perfect by now if you're 19. But no, I lost. I've lost. I think total of 7 jobs for being late too many times. So, it's gotten so much better. But be gentle with yourself. And it already happened. So it's not like you can go back to fucking 5 o'clock in the morning and change that.
Yeah, exactly. What am I gonna do to change it now? I'm just gonna go talk to my boss and be polite about it and just acknowledge my mistake and
Right.
have a good ass weekend because I'm playing a show this weekend.
Oh
so-
yeah, that's right. Well, this is coming out after that.
Oh yeah, I would have already.
Like
played
this
the
is
show.
coming out next Monday, not even this Monday. I'm sorry, but I'm like racking up a bunch of episodes before I leave because I wanted Pollo Del Mar at least once, and she was the episode. She just came out 2 days or yesterday, and then Monday will be Dave Walsh again, and then Thursday will be Jefferson Berge again, and then you the following Monday.
There you go. Jefferson Berge's fucking awesome.
He's
I like
fucking
that.
great. Yeah,
I like that dude.
Yeah, he's a dirty little boy. Did you know some of the words? Did you know all of the words of his songs, or were some of them? You're still a young chicken.
Well, like I know the song. Like I don't have them memorized,
Right.
but like I know the songs.
Have you fisted anyone before?
I've never fisted anybody.
In my 33 years, I
you-
have not. I mean, I've gotten 4 fingers, but like, I've just never thought about fisting. Yeah, I've just never like thought about fisting. Here, we're gonna do a little.
That's kind of a lot. Like,
No. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do. This is a PSA. So
like, were
when
you
you're
able to like line them out after? Or did it have to just kind of like you had to cuddle up?
I
your
don't know. When you're in the
fingers?
zone, you're in the zone. But here's what you do. To fist, you have to cuddle up. Look, everybody, if you're listening on Spotify,
Cuddle up.
this is how you do it. You curve your pointer and your pink, right? Like that, and you curve that thumb in, okay? Now it looks like a little torpedo, okay? You could even poke that middle finger up above there, see? So it looks like a So this is how you fist. You put it in, and you slowly, and you twist, lots of lube and time. Take your time, okay? And you just move it in a lot like that, and you curve it so that it's like squished around. Here, point it at the camera. So it's
That's
like
wild.
It's like,
Oh yeah,
right?
so like
No, curve your ring finger below your middle finger. Yeah, make a little torpedo shape, like a little like a little
Shark.
shadow puppet, and then just right, and then just and then you're in. You don't just go bop right in with a fucking fist.
Oh, you don't just slam it in like fucking.
No, you do that
Damn.
to her mouth, but no, not to her vagina. Or
You can't just go like baseball style, just.
right, and then to get the G spot, just 2 fingers is fine. You just go in and up and back, and you just until you hear that noise,
my
and then
God.
just keep going even when she tells you to stop. Even when she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna pee," just like relax.
Yeah, just get your mouth ready, huh?
Exactly.
All right, is squirt pee or does it not matter? Because for
Listen.
me, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Sometimes I've tasted it. I'd be like,
That's probably.
I don't know if I know what pee actually tastes like, but I'm like,
Yeah, I've
that's-
never drank
that
piss
might-
either,
Right,
so
that's
it's
not
like-
exactly. That's not exactly. That might be pee, but it's all just warm little goodness. You know what I mean? Fucking,
Yeah,
it's
it's so good.
you fucking make her squirt and then just like lick it off. My stepmom is calling us. I'm doing. Go away. We're talking about G spots. So. Yeah, I'm fine if a chick fucking pees or whatever.
Yeah, I
Like,
think it's all
if You're in
good.
the moment. You're in the moment, man.
Yeah, pee, shit, throw up, blood.
but-
Like, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, there are people into blood
Hey.
play. You ever done blood play? I've never done blood play.
No.
Where like you'll like literally.
I mean, I got
cut
my Red
somebody.
Wings, but
Oh yeah, no, that's a whole.
but
nother-
that's not blood play. Like
No.
that's some amateur shit.
yeah. I'm fine. Do you eat pussy when they're on the rack? I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Just clit alone. I'm not gonna go deep
Your
dive
Joker
in.
smile.
You're right. I'm not gonna get a fucking Viking. Just little gobulets of. Everyone, close your ears. There's little like pieces of like, processed baby like all over your chin. Kind of
Okay,
looks
hey,
like.
Check it out.
It looks like if you punch like a steak, just little gobulets of like red. Sorry, go ahead.
So I almost fucked this chick But then she was like, nah, like, I'm on my period. Like, I don't want to fuck. And I was like...
Nigga, I am not afraid of fucking on the period. Put a towel down. Relax.
Yeah, I was like, it's all good. She's like, nah, it's gross. And I was just like, damn.
She was young, huh?
What?
She was young?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's some young girl shit. Because she's not afraid of her thinking it's gross. She's afraid of you thinking it's gross.
Yeah, I don't fucking care.
No, dude. Even.
But now I see her on Instagram with her boyfriend and shit. Shout out to fucking that chick if she's listening. I see her on Instagram with her boyfriend, and like them in like a happy ass relationship, and I'm just like, damn. Like, I'm so glad that's not me, and I'm just a side piece. Like, when you come back to Cali, like, why don't you text me?
No. Oh, she was with her boyfriend at the time.
No.
Oh, okay, all right.
But I just like
you say when she needs a side piece.
Yeah.
I understand.
No, it's happening.
CONSERVATISHpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
ladies.
If you're watching this, or if my other friend is watching this, damn, dude, some bitch is gonna slap me for that one. But
Oh, really? She knows.
Yeah.
She knows who you're talking.
Yeah. It's all good.
Pacifica's a small world, dude. It's
Yeah,
a small
fuck 'em.
fucking town. It's a
Right.
weird little town. Where are you gonna go? Eventually,
gonna
say you had an eventually. Say
I'm
you
just gonna stay in Pacifica for the rest of my life. Just sit
Mm.
around, fucking beat off, work at Starbucks.
Surf, right,
Yeah,
surf. go to the city hall that has actually people in it. There's never a line.
Nah, I don't know where the fuck I want to go. Part of me like really wants to stay in California just because like I like it here. I haven't taken enough trips down to Southern California to know if I really want to live there.
Listen. Take this with a grain of salt because I'm just an old man. But I think you would probably do well in LA. I don't like LA, but you would do well in LA because you're a California guy, you're a California kid, and there's more opportunity there.
Right.
I'm not saying you wouldn't do in New York or fucking Chicago or wherever else, but I think LA might actually work well for you.
Okay, here's an interesting question. Do you think the move to LA is worth it for artists now, even though we have the internet?
Yes.
What do you think the benefit of living like?
Are there any agents in Pacifica fucking California?
No.
Are there any
no,
agents in San Francisco, California?
No, not really.
The thing is that I've been, and don't get me wrong, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, but right now until literally Monday when I leave for New York. But there's no, even though there's internet, I work really hard, but all of the production, all of the promotion, all of the shows, all of this, it's all on my shoulders. All of the booking and the promotion and the stuff is on my shoulders.
Right.
So having a team, like a manager, and then hopefully at some point I can afford a producer for the podcast so I can just go in, do my shit, send him the files, and he edits and he puts the video to it and he does it, like, or I have a studio where I go and record. Like that's the goal. But like a manager and agent does the booking for me so I don't have to fucking do it.
Right.
So that I can focus on just the music part, so I can focus on just the podcast part.
Right, and then your content gets a lot better because you don't have to worry about, like you're not trying to do everything, and you can just focus on what you're the best at.
Right. Well, I don't know if my content can get better ever because I'm the perfect performer, an artist. But I also can perform more and I can write more. You know what I mean? Because I'm not thracked up in my head getting all this other stuff. I'm not. Hopefully, within a year or two, I can support myself 100% on the music and the podcast and the Patreon, so that I don't have to work at a fucking restaurant or as a server. Be careful of my bucket, you son of a bitch. Look at it. Look, you're bending it. Bastard.
Fuck the bucket.
Goddamn 19-year-olds. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, so being around LA or New York, being around people who can do that for you is a big goddamn deal.
Right.
You know.
Right. No, I think that's like, because that's a question like I've like talked about with my friends and asked myself. It's like, I definitely don't want to be in fucking Pacifica for forever, but like what is the benefit with all the networking that goes on online? And I think the benefit is that everyone is in places like that trying to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you fucking meet people at like fucking Safeway who are like out there you know like trying to do the same thing. Like in Pacifica, I'm probably not gonna meet like another rapper walking around in Safeway. Like
no, and not just that, but there's a competition that comes from that, which is good.
Right.
There's a and that competition kind of like in the Bay Area, I've talked about this at length, but in the Bay Area, there's a lot of hobbyists. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I have a fucking main job, I have a job, and I have ways to make money that I have to focus on. That I can't just do 100% music and podcast. But there are people who just use music as a way to process my feelings or something like that. And they're just hobbyists, which is
Right.
it's no offense, kind of, to them. But being around real ass motherfuckers weeds out people who don't have the stomach for it, or people who don't have the talent for it. You know what I mean?
Right, and you're around people who really want to get somewhere, and that's gonna push you harder too.
Right. It's gonna be fucking hard, but I'm really good, and I have to kind of trust myself. And also, I have a million fucking amazing people. Well, that's one of the coolest experiences of this whole album release party and the album coming out, is I'll get a random message every day, almost every day, of someone like who I hadn't talked to in years, saying, "Oh, I listened to the album," and I sent it to my friend who's or I had a guy send me a message, a fan send me a message of his wife sending him a hey, can you send me a clip of Mary Ate My Sandwich, because someone at my work ate someone else's lunch. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird little support. So it's not just I'm good enough or whatever, but I also have been working hard, and I've put in the work, put in the hours to be a performer, and I've cut my teeth as much as I can here. I'll have a lot of teeth cutting out there. But I also have an incredible network of really kind, generous people who really want me to succeed and support me and love me. So
That's crazy. That was like kind of like a crazy experience for me when I first started getting like messages from like random people, like that were like fucking with my content. It was like, oh, like I like this, or like this is inspiring me. Like that was like a big like part of my journey in music, just in this short time, because it was like, damn, like, it's not just my friends that are like, oh yeah, like I want Liam to be happy, and like that's awesome fucking support that I have friends that just want me to do my thing.
Right.
But when somebody like doesn't really know me, and they're like, they've now like built a relationship with me because they like the content that I'm making.
Right.
That's like a new thing.
Right.
That's a new thing, and that's like, that's like a fucking fan.
Right.
Someone who didn't know me before my music and now is a friend of mine because of what I'm doing, and that's such a cool feeling.
Yeah.
That's such a cool feeling. So
it kind of puts it all together, you know what I mean? It kind of makes it worth it in a way. You know?
Yeah, definitely. Music will never not be worth it for me. Like, it's just fucking...
Well, it's one thing to say that now, but, what happens when, not to get all fucking wise old man or whatever, because I'm only goddamn 33, what the fuck do I know? But, what happens when people who you started doing music with start falling off and start having babies and start focusing on that, start focusing on other things, or just eventually are just like, you know what, it's just not feasible, and it's just not, and they start kind of detaching from music.
Yeah, I definitely...
What happens when you get rejected on a big scale multiple times?
Well, I think that I don't think... I was actually thinking about this the other day, and I think that like making a career out of any art, to think it's like easy in any way, shape, or form, and it's like just like, oh, you do A, B, and C, and you're gonna fucking do it, is ridiculous.
Right.
Like, you're fucking delusional if you think that.
But you need a little delusion, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of, you need a little delusion to like be doing what we're doing, because it's not just ego, although that's helpful, but it's also, you're gonna have a lot of, you remember, I talk about fucking Patrice all the time, but one of the things he said about doing music or doing stand-up or doing art in general,
right,
is that if you want to be a fucking doctor, there's an exact plan. You go to school for X amount of years. You do an internship for X amount of years. You learn this, you learn that. They know exactly what you need to do. If you want to get specialized, you get specialized. And everyone will back you. If you want to be an artist, not only is there a bunch of people going like, Are you sure you want to do that? You know, or like, I don't really like your stuff, or I don't really da 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 da. But there's also, which should be that way, but there also is no exact timeline, or direction. You're out on your own, walking into this kind of blankness.
And that's the most exciting part.
It's exciting?
Yeah, because I don't. The only thing that fuels like my career in music, along like paired with action,
Sure.
is faith.
Yeah.
That's the only fucking thing. Like you said, there's no school telling me like, oh, you do this, and you're gonna fucking make it, or like, you know, there's none of that. Like and I'm a strong fucking believer in that like, those are the two things you need. You know, because if you got faith in yourself and you're not willing to put in the action, you're fucked. Yeah. You're not going to just sit in the mirror and be like, I'm going to do this, and like, it's going to happen.
Right.
And you can put in all the action in the world, but that action is going to, like, it's going to stop at some point if you don't, like, belief and faith in, like, exactly what the fuck you're doing.
That's a valid fucking, I like that. That's good.
And if you have both of those things, like, it creates like a mindset for like determination and motivation. These are fucking big words. I didn't even graduate high school. I can't believe I know them.
We also talked about fisting. It's all right. Go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like those two things are kind of the ground, like the base of success at anything.
Right.
And you know, like, do I think like I'm gonna send my music to the fucking first person and like they're not gonna reject me, or like I'm not gonna get rejected from shows? Fuck no. Like, I know all that shit's gonna happen, but I know why I'm doing it.
Right.
You know, I know why I'm doing it, and I know that like those things need to happen for me to be successful in music. But also, like, my best feeling with music doesn't come from like, hey dude, like your shit sounds good, or like, you know, it doesn't come from the result.
Right.
Music feels the best for me like after I get done recording that song, and then being able to put it out without the expectation of, oh, this one's gonna sign me the fucking deal, or like, you know, and just put it out because I know what it's doing for me, and keep doing that until I get to where I want to be.
Yeah, I had a great conversation with my family about this, and talked about, even though I had a great show and so many people, whatever, when I'm getting better at it, but I had a long time where people would say, oh, thanks after a show, or you're really good at blah, 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 or your voice, and I'd be like, thank you, you know, and I'm getting better at taking the compliment, but letting it actually seep into my belly is difficult.
Right.
Being present with that person and whatever. And a couple of things. They said, listen, number one, it was my mom. She said, listen, first things first, the validation has to come from you, from within. You know what I mean? Not blind, like, I'm good and I don't need to improve, you know, but like, validation needs to come from me. And the second thing is when someone wants to shower you with love, compliments, whatever, it's not necessarily for you. It kind of has nothing to do with you. You're opening a space and providing a space for those people to share love with you, to say thank you for what you gave them. You know what I mean? It's more about them than it is about us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is a weird thing.
Yeah, that's a super weird way to think about it. But yeah, I think that like validation from inside, it is the most important for me. Is that like that when I write a new song, or like when I leave the studio and like I'm happy about the way I performed and what I did.
Right.
That's if I'm attached to that feeling, the result isn't going to matter, or the timing of the result isn't going to matter to me as much.
If you're attached to what, you said?
Like, if I'm attached to the way, like, making my music feels,
right,
then fucking, you know, if this, I can continue pushing is what I'm saying.
Right.
You know, if I'm attached to like, oh, when I drop this song, it's going to get me the fucking record deal. Or when I play this show, I'm going to see an agent and I'm going to fucking sell out Bill Graham. Like, fucking, if I'm attached to that, my mindset is going to go down the gutter really quick.
Right.
Because that's not going to happen in the time that I want it to happen.
Right.
But if I feel good about what I'm doing, then I'm never going to stop fucking doing it.
Right.
And the results are going to come whenever they come, you know?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. There's one or two in particular that I have done music with that I love as people that are not great. And they have faith and they make themselves feel good, but they also are immovable because they have so much faith in themselves that they're insecure. Like, it's not real faith, it's insecurity. They don't want to hear any criticism or help or get any help from any other person. No input. So they have so much insecurity that it creates this over kind of crusted faith in what they're making, and so they don't so I'm not saying live by validation, but also the idea that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you've run into those people yet, but there's a couple people who I can think of like, man, they would be so great if they just were open to other people's, just let go of, you know, that validation so much from yourself that you lose, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe they just lack the talent that requires, I don't know. It's a fucked up thing to say, but
self-awareness is the game. That's
right.
what one of my favorite speakers, Gary Vee, talks about. It's like, if like self-awareness is so important, because it's like I don't know, like if you try something and like you fucking suck at it, then
right.
like maybe you shouldn't do it, you know?
Right,
like I'm just like, you know, and not being able to understand that and not like tear your world apart.
Right.
Like if I started rapping and I sucked at rapping, like,
but part of that is we all suck in the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. Even me, and I'm proud of this song, this album, and I love what I created, and it's a lot of people are fucking loving it. I'm still not where I'm going to be in 5 years. In 5 years, I may be doing fucking metal. I may be doing a million different things. But I know that, like, we grow as artists. So we all kind of suck in the beginning, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I listen back to old recordings that I popped up in my SoundCloud, which I still need to delete, when I listen to old recording, I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? What was I doing? Ugh.
Yeah.
You know? So we all kind of suck. So
I don't know. It's also about, like, intention. Like, I see, especially with rap, is like I see like so many rappers like, oh, look, I'm doing this because I want this fucking result from it.
Right.
And if you're doing that, you're probably not meant to do it.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Like, if you're just fucking doing I don't know. I guess having one-nighters is different. Like, you're doing it for the result. But I like, with music, like, I don't know. I just see so many like kids my age that are like, oh, like I'm doing this because I want to be there, and not to say that I'm like better than that or try to put myself in front of those people, but like but I just like, that's not, I feel like that's the wrong place for passion to come from.
Absolutely.
If passion is coming from like, I want the fucking deal, or like,
right.
I want the bitches, like,
right.
you know, like, then that's not like a true,
you know what's
love
interesting
for what you're doing.
You know what's interesting?
Hey, can I put a cigarette?
Yeah, I didn't know you smoked. Oh wait, I knew that.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. I'm sorry, Mom, if you're watching this.
Mom, don't watch this. We talked about fisting.
Oh, fuck yeah, nah. We should have apologized in the beginning to my mom.
Here's the thing. I'm sorry, Mom. But you probably know the in and back. You know, you would.
What the fuck? What are you talking about, dude?
I'm just saying your mom's probably squirted. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm so pleased with myself.
She probably has.
Oh!
You should become my stepdad.
Exactly, dude. Well, you're only like fucking 13 years old, so that would probably work out fine.
Yeah, no, I think that would be a really good thing.
Jesus, what are you doing? Dude, you can't say that shit.
Why can't I say that shit?
You can, but like that one's gonna be okay.
Look,
that one is a little much because people actually know your mom.
Well, here's the fucking thing. Is like, it's so funny.
Listen, I won't cut it out. I won't cut it out, but you have a week and a half before this comes out. Pray on it. Think about it. If you're like,
no, fuck that. Like, look, here. You know what's funny that I realized with the EP? Is like...
Careful of the bucket, you fucking... Here, I'll move it.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. Just keep it right there. Don't take it away from me. Here's the thing that I noticed with my EP is like, I talk about so much shit on that fucking on that 5-song EP, and like it really made me realize that nobody fucking listens to lyrics at all. Like every song on that EP, I'm like on some real shit. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Right.
Like every single fucking song, every single verse. That's what I'm talking about.
Sure.
And like it's just like.
But music is different. Podcast, I think, is a little more. It's a little more.
Okay.
Because this isn't as. I'm not saying I'll definitely cut. If you want to keep it in, I'll keep it in. But I'm saying podcast is a little bit different. Like Eminem when he was rapping about his mom, or with me when I've had to beat people's names. It's like if somebody. It's not my business to like I'm an open book. A little too fucking probably open. But like, I've talked about being a peeping Tom on the show. I've talked about all kinds of shit, right? Not anymore, ladies, although once a little bit ago. Like a couple weeks ago. But there was a girl, I was sitting after a show or in between a show, and there was a girl getting changed. Like you could see it. It's not like I went fucking searching through the bushes, but I could see, so I recorded a little bit on my phone.
Damn.
So, but that affects me. That's me being honest about my deeper, darker, weirder shit. Not anyone else. So
shout out to all the old men that have fucking watched me fucking get changed in fucking locker rooms and not.
Have you felt it from dudes? Have you felt?
Wait. Let me think about if this is something that I want to talk about because he might actually watch this podcast.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying about your mom stuff. It's like if it affects somebody else. No, you didn't mention her name, but people who listen to this show because you're on it will probably
know my mom. Yeah. So yeah, maybe we'll just bleep it out and they'll just think I'm talking about some like
Or we'll leave in the mom stuff, but not that sentence.
Right.
Okay.
Right. We'll just. You will never know what that sentence is. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna fucking talk about this, and like I don't have to fucking say his name, but yeah, no, like this person, dude, this is so fucked up. Fuck. This person that was supposed to be like a role model for me in a certain way. Like I guess I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but like a good influence.
Mm-hmm.
Like an older person that was supposed to be like a good influence and kind of like help me out of a dark place, ended up falling in love with me. And holy fuck, dude, like I'm never gonna let go of that resentment. Fuck it. I'm gonna take that shit to the fucking grave, and like I wish I could. I don't know if I'm that angry about it anymore, but like I don't know.
You're just more weirded out.
Yeah, it's just fucking weird. Like I don't know if it's weird. Like,
was he a quote unquote spiritual guide?
Yeah. And it's just like, yeah, I don't know. It like it's one of those things that broke like a trust and like crossed a boundary.
Right.
That like I don't know when the fuck that is gonna heal.
Did he make a move? If you don't mind me asking.
Kinda. Like nothing ever happened, like we didn't fuck or anything, like but like it was just I don't know, it was fucked up for me to like be in a fucking dark place. And it's the same thing that I have, and I can almost have empathy for him in this way, that I have like to deal with, like when like I'm talking to a chick and she's like, oh, I'm really fucking depressed and I have suicidal thoughts. I'm like, am I really gonna go over here and like just like fuck this chick and never talk to her again? Like I don't know if that really feels good.
No.
The thing that felt even more different about this is like, you know, there was an agreement, as there is, to like, you know, like I'm gonna help you out of this dark place and like show you how to
get better.
You know, get better, and you know, because I was in a really shitty place, and then it turns into that, you know, like.
But you were able.
You know, if there's an emo suicidal chick that hits my phone, like I'm gonna tell her straight up. I'm not gonna save you, like fucking. You know, I got my days playing the wrist violin too. Like I can come over and fuck you, and like that's it. Like it's, you know, I'm not gonna pretend to be like fucking Superman.
Right.
But man, like that.
But when there was a relationship established.
Yeah, and then it changed. I was just like, really, like fuck.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's heavy. I've heard of that happening before. But you were able to find some other spiritual guides and you know, kind of move away from that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I
mean, luckily we have a network of people and we don't have to, you know, and not just that, but not to defend this fucking dude, because I don't know the situation. But, you know, luckily, you know, some of the circles we run through, we are sick people.
Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. We're fucking super, super sick people, and like, you know, it shit just happens.
Right.
And like, I don't know, like maybe me, the way I have to look at it is the way we fucking look at everything is that, like, you know, my experiences might become like an asset to somebody else.
Right.
And somebody else might be in a situation, and like I get to share my experience, and like I also get to know what it feels like to be on the other side, and maybe not attack the sad emo bitch like that, you know, and like and start to have more empathy for people.
Right.
And like,
I actually was a spiritual guide of a girl back in like 2013, I think 2012, 2013, and everything was fine. I started out good intentions. You know, I'm a perv, but you know, started out good intentions, and then maybe a few months into it. Or maybe 9 months or a year into it, we started hooking up.
Right.
And she had a boyfriend that she lived with. Fuck. Not my best moments.
Right.
Now
it's like.
Now I don't think I would do that again, but she's still sober and I'm still, you know what I mean? Like we don't talk anymore. We've talked a couple of times since then, and it's okay. But you know, it was a fucking bad couple. It was not a great idea, you know what I mean? But we're okay, and we've learned from it, you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I didn't fall in love with her, and vice versa, but
you know, I think that like part of dealing with fucking resentments, the way I've been able to, you know, the way I've been taught is that like, and where I stand with my whole situation now is like, I don't have to be angry and resentful at this dude.
Right.
And I don't have to sit here and be fucking angry and resentful at you and be like, you're a fucking piece of shit for that.
Right.
But just for me, like there was
you don't have to be resentful, but you don't have to
I don't have to like heal from it. Well, I don't know.
But you also don't have to co-sign people's shitty behavior.
Right. And I think where I'm at right now is like I don't know how to heal from that to a point, or to, like, I don't know when that boundary and that trust is gonna, like, come back. And not to be here and be, like, a drama queen. It's like, oh, like, somebody broke my trust and it's never gonna get, you know, like, because it will, but it definitely left the impact on me that's, like, anytime there's a situation like that, like, I don't know, like, if old gay dudes approach me, like I don't fuck with it. Like, you know, there's a certain amount of like that I really that I really fucking distance myself, which is unfortunate because I don't want to be like that, but I don't know.
But it's okay.
It's okay.
Be gentle with yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're allowed to go through, as long as you don't. I think the biggest thing is if you're jaded or you're annoyed or you're pissed off, make sure you continue to talk about it and share. You know what I mean? Like, go to these spiritual groups and say, like, this is fucking, this shit happened, or talk to your people and say this shit happened, or this is weird, or whatever. Don't fucking hide it. When we start hiding it, we don't share ourselves with other people. That's the big problem. When I don't tell people that I'm not doing okay, that's what's actually dangerous about not being okay.
Yeah. No, exactly. That's exactly how I feel. And like,
I think the jadedness codifies and it becomes toxic, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I always gotta fucking talk about what's going on with me, and I'm so fucking bad at it. That's kind of why I feel like writing songs has saved my fucking life.
Sure.
I really don't talk about how I'm doing a lot, you know? And I think, like, well, not in like an authentic way. And that's what, honestly, I think that's why my music is so fucking depressing.
All right, so then why don't you call me fucking in a week when I'm on the road? Because I'm gonna need to. You're not gonna have a job, so. And I'm gonna be fucking probably, thinking about stuff. It'd be good for me to fucking, and then we'll talk about real shit.
Yeah.
Dumb piece of shit.
Yeah, we could.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna fucking make a move on you.
Or piece of shit. Yeah. Or I could just write another song. Hey, my
Yes,
depression is good content.
But here's the thing about fucking sharing with other people. It helps them, stupid piece of shit.
I'm looking to help your ass.
Yes, you fucking are. Yes, you fucking are. I'm an old man who needs help.
I'm falling and I can't get up.
I should have a life alert. Fucking. Yeah, I guess we should start wrapping up. But we got some deeper shit. I like the deeper shit.
Dude, we talked about so much terrible shit. We talked about G-spots, fisting.
There's nothing wrong with G-spots and fisting. That's.
Yeah, but
I mean, that should be the should be the subtitle of this fucking podcast.
Then you talked about my mom squirting, and then
listen. I'm trying to help her people, women all over the world, one woman at a time, or 3 or 4, to just to enjoy themselves. This has been a weird episode.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. I already know.
I like this one. This is great.
I already know this funny ass fucking security guard in Lindemar named Sean. He's gonna come up to me in like a couple weeks. He's gonna be like, dude, I watched the fucking 3rd episode. That was sick. That was hella funny. It's so funny. I was so nervous about the last one coming out. And then hella people hit me out. They were like, "Oh, I like this episode."
Oh yeah, a lot of people really like your episodes. I mean, that's why I wanted to get you guys on one more time, Pollo and Jefferson and all these, because not only are they a lot of fun for me to do, but also these are the ones who people really love, and want to have back.
The winners.
Yeah.
Winners. I need to come out to New York. That'd be fucking dope.
For sure.
When I go out to Chicago in January, you should. Oh my.
Why are you going to Chicago in January?
Because my dad's there.
Oh, okay.
No, hey, we should do a Pete
and my
dad. Come on.
I'm not going to Chicago. Why would I go to Chicago?
So we could do a fucking
to eat
podcast.
pizza that's subpar. I'm not.
I think Getty's gonna be there with me. Look. You, me, Getty, and my dad
on a podcast.
Holy shit!
Lord.
I'm
Facebook friends with your dad, I think.
All we would talk about is sex.
Probably.
My dad talks about you. He hits me. He's like that Peter guy is a fucking riot.
I'm a joy. I'm this generation songbird. I'm like a songbird. I'm Martin Luther King but with musical talent, a bigger dick, and the more humble too. And not just that, fucking Martin Luther King did some cheating. He liked his white girls. Yeah, that's from what I heard.
Oh my god.
See, heroes are 100% boys and girls.
Did he pay him off?
I don't know.
Did Martin Luther King buy hookers? That's my question.
No, probably not.
Drop it in the comments below.
Yeah. Did Martin Luther King buy hookers? Let's have a fight about it on.
Actually, Wikipedia says, that was a CIA.
It's very interesting. Thank you for doing the show again, man. I really appreciate it. You're a good kid, and we'll have a conversation in a week, and I'll pressure you into telling me what's actually happening in your stupid fucking mind. Ladies and gentlemen, we all need a platform. Where can people find your stuff?
You can find all my shit on every social media fucking thing that
Outlet.
exists.
Snapchat.
Yep, it's all POMI music. All my shit's on there. I got a debut EP that I just put out, music video. I'm on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, all that shit.
What's the name of the
just
music
finished
video?
Tracking Oh Motionless.
Okay.
Getty's in it too. I don't know if you saw it.
He's the beat boy.
Yeah,
He does beats for you.
the B-boy. I'm about to get my own computer, start making my own shit.
Nice.
But yeah, no, it's all on there. I actually just finished tracking my second EP.
Damn.
Another 5 songs. I know that this is what happens when you don't fucking talk about the way you feel. You just write songs. Fuck. But yeah, so that's gonna be it. There's gonna be more shit coming out soon. But I got a whole ton of stuff. If you follow me, I got more shows coming up. With some hardcore bands. It's gonna be fucking wild.
Are you gonna do band shit or are you gonna do hip hop shit?
No, I'm gonna do hip hop shit and I'm playing with hardcore bands.
Nice.
Like,
Like Mark. I think that's a you.
Mark plays like punk, but like I'm playing like October 19th with like some fucking like trap metal hardcore like fucking like backtracks and people screaming type shit.
Where?
Kellison, shout out to Kellison.
Where's that?
It's
Oakland or
Music
something?
City
Where the fuck is that?
in SF.
Oh, okay. There's a place
Small
called
ass
Music
venue.
City, small venue, October 19th.
Like 60 people sold out.
Oh, it's already sold out?
No, it's not sold out. But
Okay,
after
well, go
60
get
people
your
at the
fucking
door,
tickets.
at the fucking door.
Oh, you can't buy tickets.
No,
Okay, well,
I'm
then
not
I guess
that.
you have to show
I'm
up
not that great.
one day, my child.
All right.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. You can go download my album, Peter Feliciano. It's on CD Baby. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. It's on everywhere. Amazon and Google Play and all that shit. And then especially you need to share it. Share it with people. Because this is the biggest thing these days is word of mouth. There's so much content. I trust it will, like when my brother Will sends me a song, or I have some other friends send me whatever. So share it with your people. You can find me on Instagram at Peter_Feliciano, Venmo at Peter-Feliciano, and Patreon.com/conservatish to support monthly with $1 or $5 or whatever, and you get a special, really, really filthy ass shit just from me. Not dick pics, don't worry. They don't have enough megabytes or gigabytes to hold pictures of my giant penis. Yeah. So anyway. Why would it be hooked? That's my question. How is my penis hooked?
What?
Is that
is that
racist?
Like straight up, like when I need to fuck, like hold up, we're not ending it yet. When I need to fuck, like I gotta like
You gotta go sideways
I
in.
gotta sideways and
It looks like a candy cane.
yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen,
basically.
thank you so much, POMI, for doing the show again, and keep moving.
Of course.
Or we'll do the hip hop thing. All right. You know what? I don't have time for these young fucking millennials. Bye, everybody.
Cock!